Shibiduba, pop, pop. Shibiduba, pop, pop. Shibiduba, pop, pop. Don't you come in on that style?
Excess amount of loving, excess amount of care, excess amount of feeling is all I wanna share.
Welcome to Music Connect Africa, the hub for global music industry news and insights. Each episode, we take a look into the history of our entrepreneurial professionals who are the driving force behind the scenes. It gives me great pleasure to highlight the players who exercise tenacity, drive, and who create smoother operative systems for our music, arts, and entertainment industries. In this week edition, we highlight the journey of Jason Williams, multi-gold platinum recording artist Don Yute. As music psychology contributes to music theory, the art of studying how, as artists, we perceive and model musical structures, such as meter, melody, rhythm, and harmony. It also helps us to further comprehend the dynamics of the cultural and psychological foundations of music. Throughout the years, today's guest, Don Yute, has launched a budding career that is the epitome of a creative artistry that highlights the cultural and psychological foundation of his musical craft. Of course, he is an artist, songwriter, and a producer from Port Antonio, Jamaica, and who currently resides in Miami, Florida. Known for his 1995 collaboration with artist Wayne Wonder, he has also worked on numerous projects with various international artists such as Akon. Don Yute's artistic recordings are of relevance, and in today's production possesses an exceptional talent that cannot be denied, with top industry producers such as Bobby Digital, Donovan Germain, Steely and Clevie, as well as Grammy Award-winning producer Jim Jonsin, has propelled his career to higher heights. Today, we will delve into the intriguing world of Don Yute, the highs and lows of his career, highlighting some of his exceptional music from inception to his current production releases and the struggle to maintain his musical craft within this ever-changing industry. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Don Yute. Hi, Don Yute, are you there?
Working with anyone that is like, a perfectionist,
Yeah?
very diligent, very focused, and, always full of melody. So he's a man that not just fights, but give you, hits on how to get to the hits. Him is a man of many hits.
Yes. I love his music, by the way. Being at the top of, his career within that period as well, and being able to collaborate with him. What was it like for you, being asked to, or for him or you guys to collaborate together on this track, Loving Excess?
Well, it was, I was at Penthouse Studio where, Madhouse producer Dave Kelly, who's a mega dancehall producer, one of the biggest names, he was there recording on the Pepper Seed with him, and I went there with Swagger Benz, and, Wayne was in the lobby at Penthouse just humming, excess amount of loving, excess amount of care, and I was like, I said to him, I have something that can fit with that. you
Mm-hmm.
know, because I had a couple lines that just my part loving X amount 20. You know what I mean? And it's like he went inside and told Dave Kelly about me wanting to go on the record, made him hear what I had. And Dave heard it and was like, going to the studio. And that's how that song came about.
Well, within my introduction, I talk about how the cultural and psychological foundation of the musical craft itself. And there are, when I talk about that, there are some artists who migrate from Jamaica, and there are recordings, but it is not in excess of, I would say, have the cultural objective behind the music itself. And I'm not saying that an artist who has migrated has to necessarily still be doing reggae or do everything reggae. But one
Right.
of the things, as I listen to your music, I listen to the way you flow on the record, and you do it so effortlessly. You have to have there's a special talent for that, and it might be that it's just working years behind the scenes and being able to perfect your craft. But I must say that when I listen to Loving Excess, for instance, you are already flowing on the record like it's nothing. Was this a natural born talent of yours, or would you say that, yes, I work very hard behind the scenes before it is that I master the craft? Or were you just, gifted talent in excess, where it is that you just went to the studio and did that?
Well, basically, I can say, it's a little bit of both,
Yes.
because it's like I can just hear music and feel a vibe and come up with melodies easy and deliver it in a way where, on key, you know what I mean? And I try to, look for topics that last, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I used to work out to try and see which voice I want to use when I just start saying I want DJ, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then it end up into this big deep tone that made me famous, you know what I mean? That everybody always say
The
"Your voice
baritone.
different in it,
Mm-hmm. Well,
So,
Well, as the art of songwriting, you just talked about a little bit in terms of your production. Let's go into a little bit of your production capability as well, because it's not just about you being able to flow on the tracks as well, but it is that you're writing your own material. And when we talk about the art of songwriting and producing as well, and to be able to do it as an exceptional artist, you're completing a piece of music, a piece of art that is vital, not just to yourself, but to the listening audience as well. Um, would you say that the end product that you're formulating as it pertains to your tracks is content that is right off the rip, or is content that is an inclusion of things that happen within your everyday life as well?
well, it's basically depending on which record, you
Mm-hmm.
know what I mean, you're doing, it's basically a feeling. So sometimes you basically get the energy from vibes that you live around and see. So, the easiest one is girls, you get me? But, but then when it comes to like things that you got through, ups and downs, and just like to say, all right, you're going to do a song that can uplift people, you kind of try and, get to the climax side
Mm-hmm.
where, you can say, all right, that's it right there. But I don't really write, like, write, and then think that I
Yes.
don't, I don't really write because I pen it out in my brain and just feel it out as I go along. And then it just become a natural thing over the years.
Love it, love it. Well, songwriting in itself is a craft, and it is of substance, and when done exceptionally well, affords the musician the ability to perform his or her music on numerous stages. And over the years, I've actually been able to see you, whether it be, people think when you think performance, you're actually just performing on a stage. Performance from the minute you step into a studio, as well. But in terms of being on numerous stages, I must say, I've recognized as well that there is no one genre that's tied to Don Yute. I can listen to a track this week that has so much hip hop flavor to it. Of course, the undertone, most of the undertones are already reggae because, of course, it's the number one genre. So the reggae tones are always primary. But then it is that you will have a reggae tone, but then it is that you jump on and you're doing like something of a hip hop flavor. I've heard you where the R&B comes in sometimes. What do you attribute it to? And would you say for yourself, are you necessarily, or do you box yourself in on the reggae, or you just say to yourself, I am a musician, and how I feel on the beat that I'm going to be doing, or I'm going to be jumping on to record something, that's how I vision what I'm doing. I don't vision myself as necessarily a reggae artist. Am I correct?
Yeah, you're correct, because I don't really look on music in a way it's just reggae. Cause like I said, the context that you have to flow and writing, for me especially, from I start my career, is something that I want the world to understand and the world to feel, which it seems to have worked, because that's how I end up having so much classics, in terms of the 90s come up. And, just the whole reinventing of sound all the time. So it's like really, if you work with a lot of producers like Akon have a different sound. Then I work with like a Little John, who is another sound again. You know what I mean? That produced for Usher, Jermaine Dupri, you name them. Everybody sound kind of make me have to be versatile with my feel, and the reason they call on me for those kind of records is because they know I understand the feel that they're going for. You understand?
Awesome. Well, as we talk about songwriting and as we talk about the various collaborations as well, kind of like a 90s feel to it and the versatility within the track itself. I'm going to jump to one of your other tracks. Go nowhere. We will be right back.
From you say, and if you possess the glue say, you don't know him if he faithful to you. Here's the story. That little turbo, she no stop flirt, better love for your man. That not go work, she a pop side on him. In a mini skirt, coulda walk naked in pants front, now go jerk. Cause you are the specialist, the loving expert. A big jam for do, yalla you match the works. Want to fun, it's breakfast, lunch and dessert. When she spot with you and she make a big spurt. Are you only man say, she can't take him from you, sir. And if you possess the glue, sir, you don't know him if he faithful to you. Sing again, are you own the man, sir? She can't take him from you, sir. And if you possess the glue, sir, you don't know him if he faithful to you. Cause you are the bad dog, she better beware. Jump another fence, so put a foot over here. Listen at that two-way junction, love of fear. Now go Johnny meet the policy with no girl this year. Cause you don't know him life and not come out there. The man a for your own and the man not share. You not take no old frock wear and tear. Put your hand in the air, girl, jump up and because you own the man, say. She can't take it from you, say. And if you possess the glue, say, you don't know him if he faithful to you. Sing again, you own the man, say. She can't take it from you, say. And if you possess the glue, say, you don't know him if he faithful to you. Catch it. She must can comprehend. You own the man and you are the girlfriend.
yes. We are currently vibing. We are currently vibing with Don Youth. So if you are tapping in right now, thanks for listening as well. Of course, we were just listening to You Own the Man. So I have to give the audience, like starting out, back in the 90s. Of course, it is that we have some of our listeners and a lot of reggae lovers that people would say they're stuck on the 90s music, and people tend to say that it's relevant, the music that's relevant, and it keeps on, no matter the time of no matter the year it is that people draw for songs like this. So talk to me about we talk about the different projects, are some of the projects that you have worked, or persons that you have worked with. Wayne Wonder, Akon. Now You Own the Man, and let's get into some of the producers. Within my introduction as well, I highlighted Steely and Clevie, Bobby Digital, Donovan Germain, and of course Grammy winning producer Jim Jonsin as well. Just tell me, what would you say out of all the names that I've mentioned thus far? If you had to pick a memorable event and something that stays with you, or something that you have learned, I'm pretty sure you have learned something from each producer. But what is the one memorable thing that you would say that you have learned from any one of these producers, or something that's kind of similar with each producer that you have worked with?
Well, the similarity is just, finding the feel of a record and, finding that climax of a hook that really keep people tantalized, like, for example, that girl You Own the Man said, yeah, you know what I mean? It's like, it's just the context of that time again, when you're working with those classics, because those names they're calling,
yes,
like Steely and Clevie is who produced Don Penn, you know what I mean, and a lot of big songs like, all the reggaeton songs right now they're in court doing about them with them rhythm, with the entire reggaeton genre. So it's not like it's little producers. So working around them, it let me know that I'm of a specific level.
Right.
Because you don't just work for them producer there and don't know what you're doing. So you have to kind of reach a climax for them where, they can say, all right, that's it. Because the melodies that I use, like, was different back in them time, because I came with a whole another kind of flavor, like, Dave Kelly, is another person that you have to really find something that really tantalizing ears, because we're working with, like, from the Bounties to the Beanies to the everybody, the Butcher Bantams to the everybody's that time, Daddy Screw, Terra Fabulous. So I was just a little youth coming on. So, you have to come good. But it's basically just knowing that, you can't come with, no soft energy or no wrong vibe with these producers. You know what I mean?
So you would
make sure that your melodies up.
So you would say basically that working with all the producers, they actually know that when you're going in to work with each producer, that you have a certain consistency within your craft already, and they're just there to bring out what it is that you already have within you. Am I correct?
Perfectly right. That is what they do. Steely and Clevie with the song Hardcore, it's just, it's what I remember voicing it, and just how, how the vibe was in the studio, you know what I mean? Because, it's like, I'd be throwing every woman want a hardcore lover, man. I'm gonna know how they don't know this girl. So I'd be singing right there, then you just hear me jump into the hook now. Hardcore, she wanted some more. You get me?
Yeah.
So it's like, when I see that that's the angle of the record, it's like that's when the artist said, yes, me catch them. You get me?
Yeah. So working with Bobby Digital, you were able to, songs such as Funny Funny, Donovan Germain, All That Glitters, and as you say, with Steely and Clevie, Hardcore. You have also worked with Grammy Award-winning producer Jim Jonsin, who has actually worked on songs such as Spacebound by Eminem and Lollipop by Lil Wayne. What was it like working with Jim Jonsin?
Well, Jim Jonsin now, him is just a different producer. You know what I mean?
Yes.
He worked with Lil Wayne, B.O.B. He put them out, and he was responsible for that big R&B group, Pretty Ricky.
Yes.
So when I was working with him, those guys was just getting the deal. I was just trying to Capital Records, and he was a slip and slide engineer / producer.
Yes.
Slip and slide / Capital Records. So, I did a song named, On Top of the World for him. And I remember working with him, and he said to me, Don, you're giving me goosebumps. I've worked with, artists before, and I don't get this vibe. And I was like, for real? And it was like, yeah, man. So, like I said, there is a thing that it seems that it's a gift because I am just doing it naturally. You understand? So those guys' ears is like superb in terms of what they're doing. And at this time, he didn't really have as much hits under his belt.
Yes.
You know what I mean? He was actually, I remember Lil Wayne coming in the studio at that time to do that Lollipop record. You get me?
Yes.
Yeah. I never even have that Lollipop production yet.
Love it. Of course it is that. In 1997, you debuted your album, and within that same year itself, you appeared at Sting in 1997 with newcomer then would say Sean Paul. A little bit of history on Sean Paul itself and yourself. You guys grew up together, or you met in the studio?
Well, basically, we used to go to the same high school, Wilmer's High. You know what I mean? Wilmer's boys' school, and I knew him from them times there, and over the years pass, and I start DJing, and Sean said that him always see me and say, yo, I want to do what you do, you know what I mean? And him rate me, because he used to hear me on like Sunsplash and Sting and them things, before him coming on stage with me at Sting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like his father one day asked me, if I knew Sean, and I was like, yeah, I know Sean, and he was telling me he was working with, a very well-known, person in the industry, and he said it wasn't really going how he wanted it, but he heard that I am the youth that the ghetto youth them love, and although me come from what they call uptown, so if I could have, him son, and I was like, yeah, you know what I mean? So that's really how me and Sean really link up,
Yeah. Well, I tell you, there's a lot of history. There's a lot of history. I'm pretty sure we will not be able to cover everything here today. But one of the things as well, as again, within the introduction is highlighting that you've also worked with some of the international artists such as Akon. I'm going to jump to one of your tunes featuring Akon, and when we come back, we'll talk about the collaborations as well as some other things. Do not go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Struggling on the streets.
The streets.
How many days we gotta live our life? Searching for a way to eat.
But why?
We gotta stay down just to see a brighter day.
Yeah.
Stay down just to live a better way.
Yeah,
Stay down just to live a brighter day. Stay down just to live a better way.
I see this same every day. Everybody tell me, say them know the way how we get paid. Some only want to get laid. Some take the wrong route, that's why they get played. So let's get the money, let's flip it on them. Let's pop a couple buckles and sip it on them. You think I give up? Who wanna see me broke? Who wanna see me stuck down in the fucking muck? I gotta get myself out of here. If a boy no want right, I don't really care. Me see the money, Michael Jackson, got all be there. Not a shot after that, movie nah go spare. Me shift it up, me flip it up, I make them know about it. And if them insecure, I make them sure about it. And I will take them high if them low about it. Put them story on a track and then I flow about it. Yeah.
How many days we gonna live our life? Struggling on the streets.
Oh no, why?
How many days we gotta live our life? Searching for a way to eat.
I gotta get it down.
Stay down just to see a brighter day.
Gotta
stay down just to live a better way.
You know that.
Stay down just to live a brighter day.
Alright.
Stay down just to live a better way.
You don't know which way to go now, what way to turn. Come back in all the days you had money to burn, but you never hold no meds, that's why you never learn. That's why right now you ain't my concern. I got to show the youth the right way, not the love the spite way, not the love the hate and not the love the fight way.
Yes. We're back with Don Yute. So, of course, it is that you're playing Stay Down with Akon. I'm telling you, Don Yute I'm telling you, it's very versatile and you're giving, let us say the audience it is that you just throw you in I kind of feel like throw you in anything and you're going to deliver. That's what I say. Right. You're going to deliver. So of course it is. Stay Down with Akon. Talk to me about this recording, with Akon itself. You collaborated with him on this track, but how was the track received here within the US and even locally in Jamaica or on the international scene?
Well, it's a track that everybody really is a more like listening record from a catalog. So it's like everybody really just like listening to it, and it's just the fact that it's two great artists on it. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Because Akon very versatile too. You know what I mean? Very influential youth, very, very wise. You know what I mean? And working with him on this track was basically, the hook speak for itself, and it just relevant to life itself, to make it. Sometimes you just have to just stay down with who you're working with from before, you know what I mean? Real people, you know what I mean?
I love the message. I love the message on the track as well. Now, of course, we have highlighted, some of the persons and influential persons that you have worked with. Not everyone. You have worked with various artists, so much different projects as well. And I see you in various places as well. But let's take it back to kind of, the beginning as well. When you started, did you know that this is what you really wanted to do? Or as you worked within the industry itself, you said, you know what? I see my talent here and I would like to focus on music.
Well, I always wanted to put a difference to dancehall, because I always say it's just boop, boop, bap, boop, boop, bap, boop. So I always merge, my sound with the world sound, whether it be hip hop, R&B, which is more like what's going on now, like nearly 28 years later. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I really just look on it like a song. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So I used to just say to Akon, all right, I want you to play a track like this. Give me 4 bars of dancehall in the intro. Give me 8 bars of your style. use a sound and just merge the two sounds together. And we just come up with a sound right there, which I call my music world hop. You know what I mean? The other side of dancehall. And that's how I end up working with all the producers. Little John, you know, mega producer that remix Tour, Slam, all the, you know, produce Usher, you know what I mean? Lovers and Friends, you know what I mean? So most of the people I work with is like artist producers because we understand sound. So just the fact that my energy draw to them and their energy draw to mine over the years, just naturally, you know, it wasn't no hookup or nothing like that. Just naturally. It just made me know that I am a youth that naturally have a world sound. You understand?
Yes. Now, with the various artists that you have worked with and different projects as well, if you had to do another project in the future, I would say, of course, you become very selective as you work in music, and I see, based on how I see you work, that you like persons that are hardworking, and your consistency speaks volume. So based on your consistency, I would say that you like people that are not time wasters and really would work on a project with somebody who actually is going to help you. It's not going to sit there. It's going to highlight, because we have heard the horror stories where it is that producers, you have actually voiced for them and the record sits there and nothing happens and stuff like that as well. If you had to pick that one artist where you would like to work with again, that has a strong work ethic, and you would like to say, well, right now it's, there's a shift in music in terms of what you're giving to the public, but you think that with this artist, you guys can get something going and put it out there and it will fly. Who would that artist be?
The girl that named SZA.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'd work with somebody like her, because it's like our perspective on our sound, it just kind of where I always work from, that level and our dynamics in our writing.
Yes.
And I love work with somebody like she.
Awesome.
You know what I mean?
Awesome. Yes, I love SZA. My daughter put me onto her, so I'm like, okay, I'm loving it as well.
Yeah, man. Yes. Bad man, she bad. And I love work with somebody like she, because she deep. And a lot of just more soul artists,
Yeah.
And people that have soul and write from them soul, and it don't have to be a specific genre. And I mean, you have a lot of older artists, that classic that I love working with, Anita Baker, Sade, you know what I mean? Classic artists.
No, you are really getting into my kind of music, my fans. Yes, I'm an Anita Baker fan. I probably listen to Anita Baker at least once a day. That's how much and Sade, you can't go wrong with that either as well. So she's one of my favorites as well. Well, now as one of the reasons I asked you that question is because you actually have like I said, you're not tied down to just one genre, and you're very versatile within your recordings and your delivery. And one of the reasons I asked you that question, because I had an opportunity where I was listening to a few of your tracks as well. And even though the artist may not be a SZA, or you have collaborated with various females as well, that has kind of similar flavor as well, and I there's this track that I really love as well, and I would like to play the track and actually talk to you about the writing and production that went into it as well. So here we go. I'm going to run it for you. It's Anytime, and we'll be right back with more than Yute.
Okay.
Thought you said you want it.
I want it.
Huh? Anytime you want it, baby. Anytime you need it, baby, I'll give it to you.
Give it.
Just give to you. Just give it back to me.
You say you want me loving, give me hand or nothing. Just pull off the shirt and bust the button. Cause the loving where we have inevitable. I mean, I'm gonna live your love life miserable. Girl, you're my baby, you're my baby, you're my baby. When we make love, you drive me crazy. You're my baby, you're my baby, you're my girl. Wanna take you all over the world, girl. Call me in at the morning time. When it's raining, my favorite time. Elevate and rotate me spine. Number one in the world, girl, I'm not lying.
Anytime you want it.
Yes, yes, yes. So that's anytime. Okay. So who is the artist that's on the track with you? And talk to me about the writing and production that went into this track.
Well, you know, the artist on the track is my sister in Stallion. She's from the Virgin Islands, and it's like we always have a vibe. So, you know, I went to Atlanta the other day. I got the track made for Golden Child Productions from DJ Baby 8, who is doing very well now with his production.
Yes.
And so I was just there, you know, over at her crib in Atlanta, and I was just in the kitchen, we were vibing, we were playing the track, and I just come up with the melody for the hook. One time, boom, I come up with the melody for her and say, yo, sing this. And then she sing that, and then I just come up with my verse, and then, you know, by the time we reach the second verse, she come out with a bridge part, and I was like, yeah, I love it. And then I just put the last verse, and it was as simple as that. Simple.
So for the audience that will listen to this interview, what can you share in terms of the message on the track itself?
You know, well, the message on the track is not really like a message, really. It's just a very happy, easy to catch, sing along, you know, like it can fit into any audience. When it's a daughter, I went here and she just sing it, she catch it one time. So it's just a catchy, hooky bounce that have that hardcore dancehall element when I put my flow on it. You know what I'm saying?
So
I make sure the girls them get there and the ladies get their part, you know?
As they would say as producers, bubblegum, you know, the bubblegum effect as well. Very catchy. So, and I notice as well within your productions, there a lot of your tracks are very catchy. And as you know, so it helps you you know, to stand out as well as that artist, where it is that as soon as somebody go and listen to your material, they walk away and they get the message right away, because it's very bubblegummy, as we would say. Very catchy.
That is exactly it. Has that.
Yes, it has a bubblegum effect.
Make girls feel good. You know what I mean? You know, big woman would like it, and it just catchy. You know, kind of like how you would have like Twice My Age Shabarang. You know, I go chubby. You know.
Yes.
Formula,
yes.
You know?
Yes, you basically found the formula, and you have worked with, you know, great producers that actually helped you on your way as well to find and formulate the formula. And that's the thing. That's the greatest thing about it is that I realized with your catalog is that you have the formula. So when you have the formula, it is that you step into any studio, no matter what track it is and what rhythm you get. You already have the formula. You are able to vibe on it, and you just flow on whatever comes as well. So within the various productions that you have been doing, how many tracks you would say you have released for 2024? We almost, 2024 is almost over, but you have how many productions and recordings you would say, if you had to cap a certain amount that you have released this year thus far?
Well, new songs out, like, I do so much recording.
You can't put a number on it.
I do so much recording. It's like, because I love music for real.
Yeah.
And I know that it's not everybody do my sound, not your era you're in. I have a modern classic sound at any time. It's like I just try to spread my sound with other people that coming out. Newcomers. I have a song named Next Degree, produced by, the beat is by Baby Ace, same way, but it's out on Edley Shines from Barnes American, his label.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And then I have a song with, a guy named Chappie and Warren Jones named Dance. That's very catchy again, And then I have another Baby Ace produced song named So Sexy. Then another Baby Ace produced song named Feed You Love. Those online. So what I'm really doing is just bombarding everywhere because, it's online thing. And I really try spread my sound everywhere. Really. I don't really want to be one of them artists that say, yo, me I fight for just dance or just reggae. You know what I mean? Because when I got deep now, I have deep songs too, like songs, Jaja songs. And actually, I was one of the first persons in Jamaica, first DJ them to have a mommy tune. I'm the first DJ to write a mommy song, Me,
Really? That's awesome.
From Bobby Digital, me are the first artist, a DJ, that sing, my mommy is the most important person to me. And I knew love mommy dearly. The 9 months my mommy, she did carry me. Me voice that for Bobby Digital, the first. And then after that, Bounty Killer come with Mama, she's not in a good mood. And then it started a series of Mama song. But me voice the first Mama song as a DJ, me.
That's nice. I really love it. Well, as I've said, you've been just, pulling out the song and pushing them out each and every week or every month or whatever. And I love to see it because it is that, what as well? Because there are some artists where you pick up, they will do, say, 6 tracks for the year. And you have 6 tracks and they sound exactly alike. The difference with Don Yute is that your production or your catalog is so versatile that you can pick up, we just listen to any time, and you can have this track with any time. And you can have a track that's similar to Love in Excess with Wayne Wonder, whatever. So there's no 2 track that's exactly alike. There's always a difference with them within the production itself as well. But one thing's for sure is that you found a formula, and that formula, I would say, has been working for you. So I want to keep our audience attuned, and I would like to jump to Glitch as we come to almost the end of our interview, because I would like our audience to actually not just hear me saying that, how versatile you are, but be able to hear the versatility for themselves. So I'm going to jump to this track, Glitch, and we'll be right back with something.
Is on.
Hey, down you, them no bad like this, man. It's like amnesia, them catch seizure. Yeah, hey, them no bad like this, man. Me left them hungry, man, yeah. Oh, this man, look, so like them up. Most than chicks, them catch fits. Mix them with the words from me lips. Then I hold this, come a trip. Burn out like them short circuit. You boys stop hype up and get you in the matrix. Them fight us and get you in the matrix. Not like us, we get up them matrix. Them smite us, cause we get up them matrix. Them in a distance, 2 girl. Bust them and tour the world. Can't tell me nothing, greedy and glutton. That's why them lose the pearl. Sister, them a play with the culture. Vampire, them a vulture. I see it so clearly. That's why me don't need them near me. Them creepy and scary. Fantasy life like fairy. Slice it up and share it. Now make them wear and tear me. And them no bad like this man. Me left them hungry and man, yeah. Oh, this man, look, it, you boy stop hype up.
Yes, I'm telling you, Glitch is one of my favorite tracks, and I am sure that there's a listening audience that will agree with me in terms of the versatility and just how you come out swinging and everything on this track right here. So, yes, I'm loving Glitch. Is there a video? Is there a video to this track?
No, you know that's the next video that's coming.
Oh, there's a video coming for this.
Yeah, because everybody love it same way. You know what I mean? It's just Daniel.
This is Daniel definitely right here. This track just reminds me, and I really love about the productions as well is that especially when you listen to Glitch, there's a little bit of the 90s factor in it, and there's also present day in terms of rhythms or in terms of production as well. It's a mixture. So when I say you have found the formula, it's not like you just found the formula 25 years ago and you've been using that formula. You know how to replicate it based on the rhythm that you get and how to keep that cultural, psychological, musical ability still. Just as I said in the introduction, you haven't lost the cultural aspect in terms of what you're doing, no matter if it's not reggae, no matter the undertone is still there, and you maintain the cultural psychological factors as well. I'm telling you.
Mm-hmm. Definitely, because like I said, it's a nostalgia, and it's so that I have that kind of sound that make you love music. Especially dancehall, I just have that sound. It's that sound, So you have to know how to use it and keep your fan base intrigued also, because everybody basically just loving my new stuff just as much as I actually like my newer stuff better than I like my older stuff, me myself.
Well, and that could be a whole nother conversation, but that's what persons don't realize is like when you do a production and when you're in your artistic and you're in your element, each and every production that you do, you get better.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. You know what I mean? And it's just, like when you really check out like insights online for me is like most of my new stuff is really Shazams. I get a lot of Shazams, meaning you don't know, people want to know who that is. While a lot of artists that out there for a long time from back in the day, they already know it's them because sometimes they're just on that same sound. But I love when people have to Shazam and say, "Is who that?" You get me?
That's what I'm saying when we talk about the ability to actually master something and be able to change with the times as well is very important right now. Now, what's next for Don Youth?
Well, what's next really is just to keep my presence out there, and just keep doing a lot of different sounds until, the ultimate happen, which is the unknown, which is you always have people reaching out for me for special projects, but I know there is a ultimate thing that's going to happen just from the feedback that I get in, and it's just people that's always interested in Don Youth, you know what I mean? And like for example, you have a restaurant chain, Golden Crust, that enough of us know, and one of the owners, him is just a fan of my music from a long time, so he said to me, do a dub plate, from a restaurant, which nobody never asked me to do that yet. So I end up just do the dub plate, and it become something that he had to bring me on like mainstream radio and mind me about, because he was like, nah man, not just for my restaurant dub, but your new music, and you, Don Youth, the artist, is a legend, you're an icon, you're somebody where I listening to from I young, and your new music Like, I just love them. So I go and go on the station with you and they just bust all your new song them because, you know, you're just too versatile. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, yes, I love it. I love it. So, in terms, we're almost through with at the end of the year. So, do you have upcoming productions left for the rest of this year, or as well any performance for the rest of this year as well?
Well, a couple more like club dates.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Just a couple club dates and, you know, just anybody interested, you know what I mean? I just, you know, work something out with them and make it happen like that. You know what I mean? Because like I said, at this point of my career and my life, it's all about, I don't even look at it like end of year or start of year or when I'm going to stop. Because we're at a stage in the musical journey where you can drop a song anytime you want. So I have so much songs to come out that it's just really when I'm ready for the world to hear them, because it's like I have so much and I have so much different people working with. That's why I said the ultimate is about to happen. You know what I mean? You can feel it in the energy by just, you know, the presence that I've been keeping online and just the feedback that I've been getting from all over the world, you know what I mean?
Yes, yes, yes. So, I appreciate you coming through and being able to catch up on, just the things that's happening that you have done through the years and what you have, for the listening audience to look forward to. Of course, it is that. I have one of your tracks queued, Jaja World. This track is unreleased, but I would like to break it to our listening audience. So, what can you tell us? What would you like to share, I would say, with the listening audience as it pertains to this track before we, play the track to vibe out?
Right. Well, it's just the world. This vibe was, I got the track and the vibe that come out of me was just looking on the world, and just saying, oh, it's a beautiful place, but it's like I realize that curse and blessing is something you have to accept, and I realize that, sometimes we have too much till we start to waste, and sometimes that waste make we starve, till we get back hungry, but it might not be for food or money. So that's where this song come from, where I said it's past drama. Them always say you start in drama, I said this past drama is done thriller. Now the Babylon, them looking for a killer. You know what I mean? It's like, that's where the vibe come from. Just to see the world, and all of the times people suffer all them life, but as them get success or money or whatever, then them start bringing this, bad energy and using that success from a wrong angle and perspective. Is not to elevate them brother or nothing, but it's to show off on them or to just, abuse people. You know what I'm saying? So that's where this vibes come from.
All right. Well, Don Yute, I appreciate you coming through. Jaja World it is, and it'll come back to vibe out.
Yeah, Don Yute. Me now watch them, I'm living in my golden world. This past drama, it done thriller. Now the Babylon, them looking for a killer. Me the prefer just a chillin' in my villa with a nice sexy girl, and she cooking me dinner. Some people them change like caterpillar. Watching them a pray, pick me up like antenna. Through me sim with the gal inna the bima. Me na follow back a man, 'cause me know say me's a winner. Them bungle up and them group up. If them them catch me one away, them woulda shoot up. They on the grind, I'm just trying to get my loot up. Enjoy the gal, them call them sexy and them cute up. It's like some people accept the curse. Watch Jaja world just stop burn. This must be the worst. Belly full but them hungry and thirsty. Them craving, them ready eye and them eye flare. Them a pollute up the clean air. Them compete and them compare. Want everything and them don't share. Me just prepare for anything. Cause I've seen many kings and they all lose them crown them. Now there's no one around them. Some people accept the curse. Watch Chacha world just a burn. This must be the worst. Belly full but them hungry and thirsty. One of your friends drop and pretend like you're dead. Hear remarks where you pass over your head. And all the rumors that they love to spread. It getting dread and dread now. Them rank and them.
Yes. We have completed our interview with Don Yute, of course. So to the listeners as well, thanks for tapping in. This is Music again. This is Music Connect Africa, where each and every week we highlight entrepreneurs who are entrepreneur professionals who are the driving force behind the scenes. Again, it gives me great pleasure to highlight the players who exercise tenacity, drive, and who create a smooth operating system for music, arts, and entertainment industry. I just had the opportunity to bring you Don Yute. So talented, super talented, I must say. And of course, he doesn't just have the title as multi-gold platinum recording artist. He actually earned that as well. There's so much to have covered that I could not cover within this hour, but you also have the ability where it is that you can, look up just who Jason Williams is. Very talented, aka Don Yute as well. It has been a pleasure to bring to you and to let you know just about, building his career, which is the epitome of his creative artistry that highlight the cultural and psychological foundation of his musical craft as well. We appreciate you tuning in. Same place, same time. Check us out each and every week. Again, this is Don Yute. The name of this track that you are playing in the background is Jaja World. And I want you guys to support this track when it comes out. It is going to be on within the next month. So look out for it across the social media platforms. Look out for Don Yute and follow him across the social media platforms. And if unable to purchase, or if he's still being able to purchase, you're always welcome to stream his tracks, stream his catalog as well. The name of this track is Jaja World. Have yourselves a blessed rest of the day.
Sexy girl and she cooking me dinner. Some people them change like caterpillar. Watching them a pray a pick me up like antenna. True me sim with the girl in a the beam. Me na follow back a man, cause me know say me's a winner. Them bungle up and them group up. If them catch me one away, them woulda shoot up. They on the grind, I'm just trying to get my loot up. Enjoy the gal, them call them sexy and them cute up. It's like some people accept the curse. Watch Jaja world just a burn. This must be the worst. Belly full but them hungry and thirsty. Them craving, them ready eye and them eye flare. Them a pollute up the clean air. Them compete and them compare. Want everything and them don't share. Me just prepare for anything. Cause I've seen many kings and they all lose them crown them. Now there's no one around them. Some people accept the curse. Watch Chacha world just a burn. This must be the worst. Belly full but them hungry and thirsty. One of your friends drop and pretend like you're dead. Hear remarks where you pass over your head. And all the rumors that they love to spread. It getting dread and dread now. Them rank and them face it. No, them can't face